It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. It's been an interesting season so far. Lots of action, lots of intrigue. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, man. You know,
Huge deals.
Huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber. Greg Anthony on our sideline is reporter David Aldridge. And a bit of a treat for all our fans out there. The one and only Kobe Bryant's going to join us for this portion of the broadcast. Kobe, what a great honor to have you with us. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, happy to stop by. Thanks for having me.
You might have a career in broadcasting, though.
I'm good. I'm good.
No chance, huh?
No, thank you.
I'm glad we've got you tonight. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
You know, for Los Angeles, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Yeah, but we all know it's completely different going from the preseason to the regular season. They aren't the same. But it's still disappointing considering how well they played in the preseason and how poorly they have performed to start this season.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Grant is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Valentine in at the small forward. Ball kicks to Clarkson. No good on the triple. Lakers on D. It's a three-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
And they tried to adjust, but every play they ran got countered by a better one.
And Kobe, your spectacular high school career at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, in that Philadelphia area, paved the way for your NBA career. Talk about some of the highlights of your days in high school.
Well, my days in high school they were fun. I mean, I played at a small high school called Lower Merion High School, so not too many people heard of it. You know, when you come to Philadelphia, the schools that you hear of are Overbrook, where Wilt Chamberlain went to school, Bartram, right, where Earl the Pearl Monroe went to school, right? But you never heard of little old Lower Merion High School, right? So it was a huge honor to be able to bring a state championship to Lower Merion and kind of put Lower Merion on the map, and that's the most exciting part about it.
Oh, a terrific story indeed. A huge honor, I'm sure. And after 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many teammates. Can you make a short list of some of your favorites over the years?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pau Gasol for me. Derek Fisher.
And a quality person, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, right.
You know? And Derek Fisher, Ronnie Turiaf is one of my all-time favorites. Lamar Odom, Shaq, obviously, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with some great teams. Horace Grant, AC Green. I mean, the list goes. Brian Harper. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Brian Shaw. I mean, I was very fortunate to have some really good teammates.
No floor to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
And Kobe, something that has changed in the NBA over the course of your career is the role of the power forward, the four. More and more you need to be able to stretch the floor, take your guy outside, shoot the three. Do you feel that that's a trend, or is that something you think that is here to stay in the NBA?
Well, I think things will evolve and things will change. I mean, you start getting power forwards like Tim Duncan and Garnett back in the league, Dirk. All of a sudden, it becomes less and less of a commodity to have smaller fours.
Right.
Because you're going to need to deal with the Tim Duncans and the Garnetts of the world. So I think it's just a natural evolution thing.
Did you, when you had to guard a big like that, ever fear going out and trying to get him on the side or even working him inside the lane where he would have more power, more advantage?
No, I never worried about it too much. What I try to do is I always try to study the film and figure out what their tendencies are, what their sweet spots are, and you just try to get them off of that. It's not necessarily about the size of them, but how do you get yourself in position when you can knock them off down a little bit and use the lack of size that you have to disorient them.
Well, you got to play against some great defenders in the NBA like Draymond Green of Golden State and others. What are some of the things that, I mentioned Draymond Green, that he does as a player that you think separates him from the rest of the defensive guys in the league?
He does his research. He does his homework.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. When you watch him play, he puts himself in position before the offensive player even attacks. And how does he know that? Because he's watched the film. He studies. He knows the player's tendencies. And so when you mix in the research to go along with his frame and the quick hands and the foot speed, then you have a defensive player that's a force.
Veteran Wade, man, as this guy get old, he continues to get it done. One of the best shooting guards of all time.
The Lakers trail. Ball kicks to Clarkson. Passes it to Ball. There's the pick. He dishes it to Lopez. Picked by Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one. You look back to the final game as a player, Kobe, all the emotion that was building up for that moment. Then you go out and score 60 points. Surreal moment. Did you ever think for any moment that maybe I've got 1 year left in the tank after that 60-point performance?
You know what? It wasn't a matter if I had another year in the tank. It was just, I just don't want to do this anymore. I wake up in the morning, my body's sore. And, that 60-point game was everything I had left for that year. And to be able to have to reboot that and reset the system all over again, no thank you.
People don't see that side of it, do they?
No, they don't. But it's just, nor do we want them to. Right? We want them to appreciate being entertained and coming to a game and taking their mind off of whatever it is they want to take their mind off of. It's an opportunity for them to escape. And that's what we provide. So that's completely fine.
Now, here's Grant. 17 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scores. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational. Yeah,
great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off a triple threat. You know, he's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
You're right. He'd be Kobe Bryant then, right? He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, when his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia, your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And you look at his game being so fundamentally sound and having basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. Now, here's ball. After Dwayne Wade's miss. Picked by Randall. The feed now to ball. From past the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
A poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
Now Wade following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Clock at 4. Hands it from downtown. And it's 8 points for Jaren Grant. And Kobe, you look around the league and you see a lot of former players as head coaches, guys that you actually played against. Have you ever thought about coaching down the line?
Nope. No, I have not. Not for me. It's for them, though, but it's not for me.
I would think that it would be tough to try to get the same result out of players you coach and not comparing it to the way you play, the way you prepare, the way you were coached.
That's what I hear. I just don't have the desire to even think about it that far. I mean, it's not something that I'm into. But that's the challenges I hear. When Bird was coaching, Magic was coaching, I always hear that as being the challenge. But ultimately, you have to find different ways to motivate players. And, nobody's the same, right? So you just try to have to figure out how to get them to their highest level. But still in all, coaching is just not for me.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Hart, he's checked in for Brewer. And it's Ennis in for Ball. Chicago also making some changes. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And Levine subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And both free throws good for Clarkson. The Bulls leading by 3. And the trend around the league, Kobe, is more offense, more three-pointers, certainly spacing, fluid offense. Scoring is up around the league in a measurable way from, it seems like, year to year. Do you like the way this is trending, or do you think the NBA should maybe put a governor on this, harness it in just a little bit?
Well, I think it'll swing back to the way,
Do you?
Yeah, because the game has gone through that progression before. It's constantly evolving. And so I think you'll see it swing back eventually. You'll have a couple teams that are just big and may have a dominant post player, and all of a sudden you're going inside, and then that team will win a championship, and then the rest of the teams in the league will try to copycat the way the game is played that way, and then things will swing back. So it's just natural evolution of the game, I think.
Maybe for a guy like yourself who made an incredible amount of three-point shots during your career, what is it like watching Steph Curry? Just how much has he changed the league? It was always watching the dunks of Jordan. Now we got kids that want to shoot the ball from distance.
Yeah. Shooting the ball from distance now has kind of become like a home run in baseball, right? Where it's exciting to watch the ball in flight. I think it's great because it just adds more love to the game, more things that players could do or kids can do that can't dunk. right? It's like dunking was the thing, right? But now, the kids that can dunk, there's something else that's fun. Something else that's entertaining, like shooting threes. Right? So
boy, that takes a lot of work. Huh?
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, it's a lot of
hundreds of shots daily.
Yeah, it's a lot of repetition. I mean, Steph, you watch him out there playing and making all these shots. He's put in hours and hours and hours of hard work and continues to do so.
Here's Ennis. The Bulls getting the bucket. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac the best to Clarkson. Feeds it to Ennis. Dishes to Clarkson. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Clarkson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. Chicago leading by 3. With that three-point shooting on the rise, Kobe, if you were coming into the league right now, would you try to lean more in that direction than the incredible acrobat that you were when you were in your prime?
It depends who I was playing against. I try to build my game to be able to do all those things.
And you could. I mean, you're like one of the few guys that could do all this.
Yeah, so it just depends on who I was matching up against, which determines then how I would try to punish the defense.
I like that word.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a softer one. And I was like, punish is a good one.
You're honest. Hey, Kobe, after dedicating pretty much your entire life to the game of basketball, a game that I know you love, you said you don't miss it. Why is that?
Well, because I've been through that process. I mean, I started playing the game when I was like 2 years old, and playing professionally for 20 years, and I left no stone unturned. So there's no regrets there. I've done everything I could possibly do. And truthfully, the game is still with me. The discipline has changed. The industry might have changed. But the same approach, the same things that I've learned from the game, I carry with me to this day. So the game is still inside of me.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Kobe, and any chance you might coach or might be a consultant to an organization, for instance?
Nah.
No, not at all.
Listen, players reach out to me and they'll call me and I'll give them advice, and I like it better that way as opposed to being tied down with one particular franchise. And I like what I'm doing now, and any player from all over the world can reach out, and I'm there for them in terms of providing advice or counsel.
Well, the story got out last year in the playoffs that Isaiah Thomas and you had some conversations.
Yeah. Well, he reached out and had some questions about how to approach that particular series, and I just said, send me over the film. What are you looking at? And I'll tell you. I'll take a look at it and I'll tell you what I see, and then you can go from there.
Zubac, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Some say, Kobe, that the shooting guard crop in the NBA right now, a little light in terms of depth, not quite as many top 2 guards as we used to see play the game. Who do you like among some of the 2 guards you see now in the NBA?
Well, it depends who we're considering a 2 guard.
Right, because they just blend,
twos,
don't they?
The threes, they all just blend.
Combo guards, you're playing some forward position. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. So, shooting guards to me are guards that have to do everything. You have to be able to play the post. You have to be able to play the perimeter. You have to be able to play the point. You have to do everything. So I'll put Russell Westbrook in that category. I'll put James Harden in that category. I'll put Kawhi Leonard in that category. There's a lot of players I'm forgetting. Even Giannis, I would say, is 2 guard because of what he does.
Yes.
So there's a lot of talented guards out there.
Did you like the ball in your hand, bringing it up, or would you have rather someone else bring it up, then get it to you in the half court, and then do what you did?
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm jealous about Michael, because Michael didn't have to do that. Yeah,
right. Yes,
so,
right. Who always brought it up.
Yeah, so he could focus on coming off the screens and catching and shooting. He didn't have to think about facilitating first. He could think about scoring and then passing out of double teams.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Now Ennis looking for his first basket still in this one. It's tipped. LaVine wide open, drains the three-pointer. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Back to Clarkson. Pass to Ennis. Releases from 15. Chicago grabs the miss. Felicio's got 4 rebounds in this game. Valentine kicks to Felicio. Outside, LaVine. Up off the screen, and the jam by LaVine.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
That's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Now, here's Clarkson. 12 points for him. Hart, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Grant. Kick out to Levine. Another 3 for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Ennis. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. There's the screen. There's the pass to Clarkson. They need this. No good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls lead by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And in the history of the NBA, only a handful of players have lasted 20 seasons. Kobe, you played all 20 with the Los Angeles Lakers, an NBA record for seasons with one team. What does it mean to just having worn that Laker jersey your entire career?
Well, I mean, it's a huge honor. I've always been a massive Laker fan, even when I was a kid. And so I never dreamed that I'd actually be wearing the golden armor for my NBA career. So to be sitting here right now, having played 20 years, is literally the coolest dream that could have ever happened to any kid. Happened to me.
And I don't know that it'll happen again. The way the league is structured now, the money, the free agency, even though you had a chance to leave a couple times, you always chose to stay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you know, loyalty is a word that you hear thrown around often. But in this day and age, it's very tough to see in sports because of the cap, because of, you know, the free agency market and so forth and so on. So I've been very, very fortunate to have a great organization and to be able to have played 20 years of my career here.
We've got Larry Nance. Hart is out there with Ennis. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Lakers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Now Ennis, after Zach LaVine missed from long range, buries the long-range jumper. And Kobe, how did you learn to watch tape? Because there are guys now watching tape and they'll just go, and you wonder if it's really even sinking in.
Trial and error.
Yeah, right. But really, that was it.
Trial and error. You know, you start looking at things, you start saying, man, like if I'm watching an edit on the player, and I watch one particular game, and then I look at the next game, he's doing the same thing. And the next night, he's doing the same thing. Hold on, let me go back and watch. And then you start looking for consistent behaviors or patterns in their behavior. And then you think, okay, maybe that's something that's a tendency for him. Let me go back and check. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles. Oh, my God. Yeah,
there
that's
it is.
it.
There's the pattern.
Right, so what if I interrupt him between his first and second dribble and throw him off a rhythm? What'll happen then?
One shot.
Right, what if I know he's going to go 1-2, turn right shoulder? I let him go 1-2. Now I jump to his right shoulder. Now you can't turn there. What happens then? Right, you throw them off of their patterns.
Kobe LeBron said he learned so much about how to approach the game when you shared the floor on Team USA. What was it like playing with a guy like him, as you also played with Jordan, and then going up against him all those years?
Well, I think it was a shocking experience for them because I don't think they realized how much I talk trash. And so,
No.
Yeah,
What?
I don't think they knew because, you know, when you from a distance, you say, Kobe, we thought you were really quiet and all some stuff, and you get to practice, and I just don't shut up. And I'm just saying really brutal things about their game. And it's just, you know, they're getting really ticked off. But
Yeah,
then,
because you were right.
yeah,
Right,
then
you're
the
honest.
intensity of practice goes up another level, and then we'd all go out to dinner, and then the next morning, you know, we come into the meeting, and I've already been working out for 2 hours. And so then they see that, and then, you know, D-Wade would come up and say, hey, man, I want to join you in your workouts. What time are we going? 5 a.m. I'd be down there working out. And Brian said, I want to come too. And Brian would show up, and then Melo would show up, and all slowly but surely, we have our whole USA team in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning
What a
training.
constructive time
It was
for those other
beautiful.
players.
But it was fun for all of us because we got a chance to hang around each other and think about the competition, right? So now when we come back to the NBA, fans are getting a better product, right? Because we've all been working out and pushing each other and getting better off of each other. So now when we step on the court to compete against each other, that means we have to take our games to another level.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
And this is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown three-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
You know, Kobe, you played 20 years in the NBA. Sports medicine and training becoming increasingly important for extending careers, keeping guys on the floor. How far has that science come in the time from you when you entered the league until the time that you retired last year?
Well, it helped me play 20 years.
Yeah, right.
You know?
But different methods all the way, huh?
Different methods all the way. I mean, it's when I first came in the league and understanding what sports medicine was at the time and the research on recovery. And as the years went on, more science and research started coming out on the benefits of contrast therapy, of ice baths, and surgical procedures. Like, you know, if I would have ruptured my Achilles years ago, I never would have come back from it.
Right.
You know, now, you know, my Achilles, even as I sit here today, it's like I never hurt it.
No kidding.
It's amazing.
Now here's Ennis. He has 6. Kuzma can't get it to go. It's a 5-point game. Levine with it. Wade outside. They set the pick. And here's Levine. He's got 12. Kicks it to Markkanen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. 2 points. That one goes. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead. And Kobe, in your opinion, what's been the common thread for all these advances in sports medicine?
I think it's the minds. It's the minds of people in medicine that are constantly pushing the industry forward. And, you know, it's our responsibility and the team's responsibility to find these great minds and turn them loose, right? And trust them with the process, trust them with your athlete. But the key is you have to find the right one.
Here's Brewer. Hits it from 3-point range. Brewer's got his second basket of the night. And Kobe, did the Laker front office ever talk to you or just brush an idea past you to get your opinion on things, whether it be a trade or a free agent signing or whatever?
No, we never really did that. We never had that kind of working relationship. And I think it's actually better that way because then it enables me to have a better relationship with the guys where they know I'm not involved in those decisions. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if so, it makes it weird, that relationship. Guys get traded and, you know, teammates are looking at you and it's hard for them to trust you and all sorts of stuff. The most conversation I had was with Dr. Buss in this very shaky time.
Yes.
Where I voiced my concerns, and he said, listen, I promise you, if you see the right trade, you will pull the trigger, and I'm going to do everything I can to get you a championship. I promise you that. And after he said that, I trusted him completely. That was that. And then the following year, he made a beautiful trade for Pau Gasol.
Sure did. And a couple championships.
Worked
out well.
Yeah, it did.
So last season, Kobe, one of the closest MVP races we've had in a long time, came down to Westbrook and Harden. Who did you think was going to win before the results came out, and why?
Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about that because they're both like little brothers to me. So even though I could sit there and say,
LA
okay,
kids too.
Yeah, I know them both extremely well, and they're both extremely deserving of it. So I refuse to split it.
Yeah,
you know, they're both my guys.
And different kinds of games, and both sensational individual players.
Yeah, they're just phenomenal. I mean, they can do so many things in the game, and now I think the next progression for them is to be able to dominate the game off the ball just as much as they can dominate on the ball, right? Because in the playoffs, the defense has a hard time finding it.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Kobe, there are a lot of great guards and wings in the league right now. When you look around, are there any that remind you of the way you played, or maybe are approaching, going down that road and say, I want to be like Kobe Bryant? I watch a lot of his tapes, much like you did when you were growing up.
Yeah, well, Isaiah has a hunger and a thirst for the game, and he's not going to stop. He's constantly curious. He's constantly
His
working.
size makes him a different kind of guy, though.
Isn't that unbelievable, though?
It is shocking.
That's unbelievable. But he can finish at the rim. He can shoot the long ball. He can pull up left and right. He has great physicality and a great body about him where he can punish bigs at the rim. And the other is Kawhi. I mean, when I watch Kawhi play, I'm just looking in the mirror. The moves, the positions on the floor.
So glad you said that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's a great, great feeling because, I'm sure Michael felt the same way. Right? When he retired and he watched me play, you're seeing the same spots. You're seeing a person who studied the person that came before, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel when the wheel's already been created. You just put it on a different car.
Well, he has been guided by his coaching staff to watch you and Michael Jordan tape.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what he's done.
Yeah, well, we've connected. We've talked about this stuff before in the past, and again, he's a curious kid.
And all business.
Yeah, curious. Steps out on the floor. He's all business. There's nothing funny. There's nothing silly going on. He's here to do his job. He's here to help San Antonio win games.
And with all the different technological advances in the league, you see a lot of player and coaches now reviewing clips and tablets and a lot of film sessions. I know you used to study a lot of the league's videotapes. How much easier is film study now, say, from the time in the late 90s when you got in the NBA?
It's so much easier.
Really?
Oh, my God. When I used to get in the hotel rooms, you used to have to call the front desk. They used to roll up the TV on the wheels.
With the VCR machine.
With the VCR connected to it, right? And I have to have all of these tapes. And you got to put the tape in, and you got to rewind it, and you got to fast forward it, and rewind it.
Yeah.
Now it's just everything's right there in front of you, right? And it's very easy to skip and go to the next game and then jump back to the game before or fast forward to the fourth quarter. I mean, it's so easy now.
Now Mirotic following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Wade kicks to Mirotic. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 5. Hey, Kobe, in recent years, we've seen a lot of players choosing in free agency to join up, join forces, join friends. They're talented players. Think of Durant and Golden State, the big three with LeBron going down to Miami. What are your thoughts on that trend?
Well, everybody's got to do what they feel is best for them. Personally, it wasn't really my cup of tea. I'd much rather compete against those guys and do it that way. If winning in LA wasn't going to happen, then it just wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to leave and go someplace else and join forces to try to win the championship.
How about recruiting players, like say, hey, come to the Lakers and you and I can do something special here?
Yeah, listen, that's fine. That happens. Players talk to each other and want to play with each other. But it never crossed my mind to try to recruit another top player that I'm competing against.
Interesting.
Never. I've always wanted to compete against them. So that's a little strange to me.
LA's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Ball kicks to Clarkson. There's the dish to Randle. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Picked by Randle. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Brewer. And the three off target. And you think, Kobe, of these super teams, it's like they need backup. Like a buddy, like walking down the hall in high school with the bigger guy, right? I don't sense you ever...
No, but it's like, growing up, I watched Magic and Michael go at it. I watched Magic and Bird go at it. I don't want to see them play together. Personally, I don't want to see that. Right. What would my childhood be if Magic and Bird played on the same team? What would we be watching?
Magic's Lakers, Jordan's Bulls, Bird's Celtics.
Yeah. It's
not so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so.
If you ask Larry, you ask Magic, you ask Mike, they'd much rather compete against each other. Because you bring out the best in each other. They would have won every single championship from now until the day they retire if they played together. Right? But that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is the competition.
And your team.
Yes.
And here is Ball, following the three from Nikola Mirotic. Passes to Ball. Picked by Randle. Ball dishes to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Lopez sets a screen for Clarkson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
The Lakers have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the Lakers with some changes. Ryan is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Corey Brewer. And Hart subbed in for Ball. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicia's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Jaren Grant in for Dwayne Wade. And he sinks the second. Chicago leading by 7. Grant kicks to Valentine. Grant the pass to Portis. He feeds it to Levine. He dishes it to Grant. There's the pick. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Clarkson. Again, Chicago.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Well, Kobe, I know you've got to go, but it's been a real treat for you to join us tonight. I know our fans have all enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thank you for having me, man. Looking forward to doing this again.
The great Kobe Bryant. You know, Greg, it's amazing to think back on Kobe's career, but to hear the perspective and context in a broadcast setting like this, it's an awful lot of fun, isn't it?
It really is. And you know, the depth of knowledge from the kind of career Kobe has had, the ups and downs, and the wisdom gained through that experience really shows in him as a person, not just a basketball player. He's one of the truly special people who've given so much to the game of basketball.
And so it's the Lakers with it, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
The combo of strength and suddenness, hard not to foul Randle in there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Julius Randle taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, he was drafted 7th in 2014. Randle actually dropped because of injury concerns, but you see he has all the talent in the world.
Both free throws good from Randle. The Bulls leading by 9. Grant outside. He kicks to Levine. With 4 seconds on the clock, it's Chicago with another bucket.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Bulls. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you guys have been pedal to the metal in transition. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close down the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, you know, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
All right, Dwayne, keep having fun in the second half. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Well, and credit coach for repeatedly calling his number, because if it ain't broke, don't mess with it.
And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today, wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The two guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it, with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Grant is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Valentine in at the three. Here's Randall after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Lopez gets it to go.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here's Grant. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. Out to Wade. Shoots over Clarkson. And the shot falls short this time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's D. Wade with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 10. The three. Wade missing again.
He hit a three in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Randall dishes the ball. Lopez a screen on Grant. Here's Ball. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ball's got 11 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now here's Valentine. Covered by Brewer. Shoots over Clarkson. Another miss by Wade.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Wade against Clarkson. Now the feed the ball. Dishes it to Brewer. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Randall.
You see what Randall can do when in full attack mode. There, converting off of the miss.
Grant kicks to Lopez. Over Randall. Offensive rebound. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ball, the pass to Clarkson. Randall dishes the ball. Here's Brewer. Los Angeles keeping it alive. Fresh 24. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
The big body, the way Randall moves, draws a lot of fouls.
And Julius Randle, like a lot of these Lakers, still has room to develop defensively. Chris, what's the key for him at that end?
Well, he's already got a great nose for defensive rebounding. He's got to improve as a help defender a little bit, but he needs to use his mobility to cover that ground a little bit quicker and cut off the lane.
No good on that one.
Well, the big story from the Bulls last offseason was trading Jimmy Butler. It had to be. He had strife with the front office, problems with players. Both sides seem to want to move on.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And he's good on the second. Chris, as you said, the strength of this Bulls team last season came from Wade and Butler. And speaking of Wade, what better a player to act as a mentor for this team than Dwayne Wade?
Well, it's hard to get fair value for a guy like Butler. It was clear that Chicago needed to mix things up. Now, Levine, I really like his game. He can really help this team. And they, marketing, that's decent.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Bulls.
And a lot of shots from long distance. They're trying to stretch out the D and force them to cover out in space. And a lot of times that enables an offense to get some opportunities to attack in the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Picked by Randle. Ball kicks to Randle. Out to the wing. The pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
This is just an incredible effort to cut into this lead and get into a position where they could really steal this win.
And here's Clarkson following the three from Nikola Mirotic. Clarkson kicks to Brewer. Here's the screen. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Clarkson.
Well, this is what Clarkson is capable of. Certain nights where he carries you with his scoring.
Lopez a screen. Feeds it to Valentine. Inside. Lopez passes to Mirotic. And the Bulls get it back. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Clarkson kicks the ball. Randle against Lopez. To the middle, off the pick. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Now, here's Grant. He's got 8. Kicks to Valentine. There's the dish to Wade. Shoots over Zubac. Off target with the close range fadeaway.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this game.
Clarkson passes to Randle. Back to Clarkson. Picked by Randle. Here's Ball. Off target from three-point range.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Here's Lopez, and the rejection by Zubac. And Brewer kicks to Zubac, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read go straight to the rim. Now,
here's Wade. He's got 12. pass to Valentine. Bulls moving the ball around. They get it again. Lopez. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Now, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. Markkanen comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Tyler Ennis. Grant outside. Over Nance. No good from Grant. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Passes it to Hart. Nance a screen. Back to Ennis for the lead. Hits the three-point bomb. Ennis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Levine kicks to Grant. Lopez a screen. Off the screen. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Lopez has got his third bucket of the night. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Nance kicks to Ennis. Nance a screen. Here's Kuzma. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Kuzma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Grant kicks to Levine. Lopez a screen. A floater. Levine can't hit.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Here's Kuzma. Rebound by the Bulls. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Again, Levine missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Kuzma. Now Nance. To the inside. Zubac loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. The Bulls shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Levine inside the three-point line. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Levine's got 21 in the game. The Lakers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Kuzma. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Grant. 8 points for him. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Portis. Grant outside. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
There's a good screen. Ennis passes to Zubac. There's Kuzma. That 3 off the mark.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Grant. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubats has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hart, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here's Grant. He's got 10. Lopez a screen with a tie. No good from Grant.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by Portis.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's Grant. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. No good that time. Nance with some nice D.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Now here's Ennis. He's got 11. Shoots a 3. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Levine. He's got 21. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this court.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's a good screen. Ennis passes to Kuzma. Now Zubats. Good D by Lopez. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Keep our pace on offense, right? Keep pushing the ball, keep getting out and running. They're going to pressure. They're going to continue to pick up the pressure.
And Fred Hoiberg, moments ago in that huddle, wanting to keep that offense dynamic. He plays up the tempo role. That's something that's important for him. Loves pace. But they're facing some stiff resistance guys here.
Hey, listen, this is a war. Both sides working hard to try and capture that momentum in this contest.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Ball and Clarkson team up together in the backcourt. Bryant is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Nance in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Bryant. He dishes it to Clarkson. Stolen by Levine. Here's Valentine. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Wade's checked in. So it's the Lakers now. 3-point lead. Ball dishes to Clarkson. Outside Bryant. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Down low. Here's Felicio. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Bryant. To the wing on the left. Ball with a wide open look. Good on the triple. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Don't forget, he had a 3 in the first half. He can really hurt you from out there.
Levine with it. They set the pick. And here is Valentine. Shot clock at 6. Over Nance. misses off the right iron.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And he comes up with the deuce.
The thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Here's Levine. And the pass to Portis. Wade on the wing. Lopez with the block. Now here's ball. Guarded by Levine. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Portis. Wade against Clarkson. Shoots over Clarkson. And the Bulls with another miss.
Decent attempt at the rim right there. Just simply off right now.
Ball kicks to Nance. He feeds it to Ball. To the paint. Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Portis. On the wing, Levine. It's good from long range. Levine's got 24 points.
Well, his strong shooting from the first half has carried over into this second.
Ball, the pass to Bryant. And it's Lopez at the elbow. He kicks it to Clarkson. No good, shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside, Levine. There's a screen. Goes up the baseline. The Lakers with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Nance. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Now Levine. Here's Portis. The feed to Valentine. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. In transition, here come the Bulls. Valentine wide open. He fires. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Brewer comes in for Nance. And the Bulls making a change also. Mirotic is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 4. Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Here's Valentine, following the basket by Julius Randle. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that one goes long.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Jaron Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, a scoring combo guard out of the University of Missouri. He was taken with the 46th pick back in 2014. He's made some noise early in his career with the Lakers.
Now, here's Wade. Mirotic has a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Now, here's Valentine. Covered by Brewer. Grant kicks to Valentine. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Valentine's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lakers leading by 5. And after Clarkson's breakout rookie season, he was viewed as a key player for the Lakers.
Well, the talent is certainly there. A good athlete who can score the ball. For him, though, it's all about focusing on both ends of the floor.
Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Markkanen comes in for Denzel Valentine. Now, here's Grant. This is to Mirotic. Mirotic, the screen. Wade against Clarkson. Clock at 6. Mirotic sets the screen for Grant. Over Randall. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now, here's Grant. Lopez a screen. Grant kicks to Markkanen. Feeds it to Wade. Over Lopez. He can't hit that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now, here's Grant. There's a screen. Mirotic, the screen. Markkanen kicks to Wade. Fades. Brewer grabs the board. Brewer's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for him.
Offensive rebound. Tries yet again, and it's Lopez laying it in.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
He has been unguardable. No one has been able to figure him out recently.
Now, here's Grant. Kicks to Lopez. Shoots over Clarkson. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Lopez.
Well, the arms of Lopez go on forever, which is why he's able to create for himself.
Clarkson kicks to Ball. Back to Clarkson. There's the pick. Picked by Randall. Lopez, a screen on Wade. The dish to Randall. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen with it. Down low. And here is Grant out to the wing. Here's Mirotic. Another 3 for Chicago.
Mirotic is an exceptional player. I mean, he's someone that welcomes taking and making these big type shots. Now
Ball. Lopez a screen. Clarkson against Wade. Shoots from the right block, and the basket is good. Clarkson's got 24.
Recognizing the defense. Clarkson comes off the screen in perfect position to finish.
Here's the screen. Grant kicks to Markkanen, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Markkanen. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 5. LaVine with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wade. He drains the turnaround jump shot.
That's the awareness of Wade. He knows how to take over on huge possessions.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. There's the pick. Over in the corner, Randall. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Grant against Clarkson. Pass to Wade. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Brewers got 4 rebounds in this game. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Shoots over Mirotic. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that double.
Elbow. 2. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
Now, Mirotic, he has a skill set perfectly tailored for today's game. A big man who can shoot. It's exciting to watch him evolve.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Lopez, a screen on LaVine. Here's Clarkson. Lopez, a screen. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
.41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. And it's off from 3-point range. And Chicago has possession. Now here's Valentine. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Valentine. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
6 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Mirotic dishes to Lopez. There's the triple. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives them. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.